That doesn't define you or the trait. Their embodiment of it is but an interpretation.
I think the reason that people struggle with this concept so much is because when you start to look at the trait as separate from the person and you stop giving the trait power, then you're putting the responsibility in the hands of the person who did it. And for a lot of people who've been hurt by their parents, there's an almost biological um, need to like see them as powerful and capable, and it's hard to look at your own parents as someone who's infallible and human and learning just like everyone else. So on one hand, it kind of like tweaks with that mentality of like, my parents did the best they could and this trait is just a monster, right? And then it makes you have to realize that no, the trait could be used in a good way, but my parent chose to use it in this way and chose to hurt me with it. And the fact that I'm able to see that and change and be better and do differently means that they could have and that they chose to hurt you. And that level of understanding is more painful than the scapegoat of it's the trait that's bad. And so people get stuck in the same cycle of it's the trait that's bad and gives the trait that power because it's a way of avoiding accountability. And it's avoiding putting accountability on someone that, even at the worst of times, you likely idolized and looked up to and sought guidance from on how to be a human. So, and this is where people get trapped in cycles of abuse and then they become the person that they hated because they're giving power to the interpretation of a trait that could have been used for good. And they just can't live with that reality. They can't conceptualize the fact that people can just be that evil.